Hi, it's Alicia from the Pretty Brown Eye Reader. Today I'm coming with my March Mystery Madness TBR. This year there are several prompts for March Mystery Madness, so let's just go ahead and dive into what I plan on reading. The first prompt is old. So I thought I would read a true crime mystery, and I'm going to do that on audiobook. And it's called Goat Castle, and it's by Karen Cox. And the story is about, it occurs in Natchez, Mississippi. And the reason that it's called Goat Castle is that this is a murder that occurred, I think, in the 1800s. And the inhabitants of this mansion allowed goats to live in the house. So the press at the time nicknamed it Goat Castle. And anyway, there seem to be some eccentric type of people, my kind of folk, that I like to learn about. And so a murder occurs and a black man gets accused of it. And so this is it's actually a real crime that occurred. And so I just want to hear about it. So I'm going to listen to the audiobook of that. And the next prompt is again. And for that, I am going to read on my Kindle Reasonable Doubt. Oh, excuse me, Every Reasonable Doubt. And that's by Pamela Samuels Young. And she's again author for me, because last year during March Mystery Madness, I read a book by her. It was called Abuse of Discretion, I think was the name of the title of the book. So she's a thriller writer. And so I'm looking forward to diving into her again. The next prompt is new. So for that prompt, I am slowly getting into graphic novels. So since the graphic novels are new to me, I'm going to read A City of Glass by Paul Auster. And this is I understand that this is a novel, but this is the graphic novel form of that book, and I'm not even sure what it's about. I forgot to look up the details of it, but for some reason I want to pick it up, so it's on my list. I actually have two graphic novels that I do, because for the borrowed prompt, I'm going to read this. It's called Exit Wounds, and this is set in Tel Aviv, and a young man, his father is killed, and he's trying to figure out who did it. And you can see that the graphics look pretty nice. It's in color. That City of Glass is in black and white, so I thought it'd be a good contrast between the two, and it'll help me get graphic novels in for this month. And since I borrowed this from the library, so that's why it's for the borrowed prompt. The next prompt is blue, and this is a blue book. It's called The Family Tree by Branan, and it takes place, it's another true crime story, and it's about a lynching in South Georgia, and it's about the legacy of secrets and the search for truth. And from the blurb that I saw about it, the author, she's researching this lynching that occurred in her hometown, and she finds out that her grandfather and other family members were involved, and it sounds like some little family secrets are involved in that. And since it's blue, the book is blue, hey, that'll be good for that prompt. You know I love some good southern stuff. And then about my home state, oh yeah. And lastly, as you noticed, a lot of the prompts all the prompts kind of remind you of a wedding. And so the bonus was to read something about a wedding. So I have this book. It's also a library book, so it doesn't have a cover to it, so I have to show you the front page. There it is. It's the Saturday Big Tint Wedding Party by Alexander McCall Smith. And this is part of the #1 Ladies Detective series that he writes. And all of those books, I think, are set in Botswana, I think. I haven't read them, but I figure I can go ahead and just jump in on it. It's fine. So those are my choices for March Mystery Madness. Let me know if you're participating. What are some things you're looking forward to reading in March? Thanks for watching and have a great day.